the highest visitors viewing platform in Germany. Welcome to another Quazy Ride and welcome to Rottweil for the Black Forest tour. And you can download an ebook with where to stay and what to do in Rottweil on our website, the free online travel guide for bikers. And in this video we are showing you the top 6 things to do in Rottweil. The picturesque city of Rottweil is not actually in the Black Forest, but right at the edge. But don't worry, our 2 rides will be going into the Black Forest. It is the oldest town in Baden-Württemberg and the center still looks like it did in the 1600s. And it is famous for its carnival, but maybe it sounds familiar for another reason. The town has the same name as this breed of dog, and for a good reason. As a former Roman army town, Rottweil's favorable location allowed it to become an important cattle trading center. To be able to sell cattle at the bigger trade markets, traders often had to travel for a few days. This was not harmless for both cattle and the traders. And the dogs that were common in this area were very good driving dogs and protection dogs, and therefore they were called Rottweilers. A great place of interest in Rottweil is this Münster Heilig Kreuz, an old church from 1270. And the name Holy Cross refers to the times of the Crusades, between 1095 and the 13th century. And it was said that in that time, a particle of the cross of Jesus Christ came to Rottweil with the returning Crusaders. Well, the relic is supposed to be on show here in the church. We couldn't find it, but if you did, please let us know in the comments. The Black Gate, or Schwarzes Tor, is the only one left from the medieval fortifications. Constructed in the 13th century, this is now one of Rottweil's oldest architectural monuments. And in that time it was known as the Forest Gate or Waldtor. The tower keeper and his family lived in the first windowed story of the gate, and above that prison cells were made. And it was the responsibility of the tower keeper and his wife to look after the prisoners. When convicts walked through the gate to their place of execution, the poor sinner's bell began to toll. Everywhere in town there are fountains that gush away as they did in the times gone by. In the late Middle Ages, most houses had wells that could easily go down to 10 meters deep. as the town centre gradually expanded. However, it was necessary to exploit water resources outside the town and to channel this precious water via wooden pipes to the new fountains being built. And at the end of the 16th century, there were 26 fountains in the town, 8 in the old town and 14 in the open fields. There was a so-called fountain master who was responsible for keeping the water flowing, preventing the fountains from freezing in winter and to make sure that they were not contaminated. And here in front of Rottweil's town hall you'll find one of these fountains, the Apostelbrunnen, with the apostles Peter, James the Elder and John, symbolizing hope, faith and love. Just behind the Prediger Kirche and the Dominikaner Museum you can enter this picturesque and historic park, Bockshof, which becomes an open-air stage in summer for Zimmertheater. The Bockshof holds the Lorenzkapelle, displaying impressive items featuring Rottweil stonemasonry. And the small Pulverturm, the power tower, which was used to store the gunpowder of the imperial town. And from here you get a nice view on the Schwabies Alp to the east, and they say that you should be able to see 5 of the 10,000s, the mountains higher than 1,000 meters, overlooking the Neckar Valley. And you can see our last thing to do in Rottweil. No matter which direction you are coming from, and long before you actually reach Rottweil, you can see this prominent object in the landscape, the Thyssen Test Tower, with Germany's highest viewing platform at 232 meters, 761 feet. It is an industrial building in which ThyssenKrupp test elevator innovations, and therefore the interior houses 12 elevator shafts. With a total height of 246 meters, the tower is the highest building in Baden-Württemberg, the highest test tower in Europe and the highest building in the world with a textile shell. And the glass panorama elevator brings you up to the viewing platform with 8 meters 26 feet per second. And up here with Rottweil at our feet, on a clear day we should be able to see as far as the Alps, of course overlooking the Black Forest, and even as far as the city of Stuttgart. So we think Rottweil is a very good central point for our Quazy Rides Black Forest motorcycle tour. Don't forget the videos on the 2 rides that we have here, and we also have a separate video on where to stay in Rottweil, all with suitable parking. So keep going Quazy now, because it's in the middle of your screen. And then we hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe and hit that bell as well, so we will see you on our next Quazy Ride.
Danke für den Besuch.
Danke schön.